You was humiliated, playing the victim, but now you're the gangster. You need to pick a side. Do you want to be the victim or do you want to be the gangster?
Jennifer Lopez has made a lot of enemies in Hollywood, so let's take a look at 5 celebrities that really warned us about Jennifer Lopez. Starting off, we have Ojani Noa. Although J.Lo's short-lived marriage to Ojani Noa ended in 1998, it seems that her ex still can't stand her. Now, despite the fact that they were only married for 9 months, Noa has been trying to slander his former flame and keep his name in the news by any means possible. In 2006, he set out to publish a tell-all book dubbed The Unknown Truth, a passionate portrait of a serial thriller, which Jennifer stopped with a lawsuit, claiming that her ex was breaking their confidentiality agreement. She was then awarded $545,000 in damages, and Noah was slapped with a court order, which forbade him from criticizing, casting in a negative light, or otherwise disparaging Jennifer. Just 3 years later, he made headlines again when he threatened to release videos taped during the pair's honeymoon, showing the pop star in a revealing lack of clothing and in sexual situations, especially in the hotel room, causing her to file a $10 million lawsuit against him. Meanwhile, during a 2016 appearance on Million Dollar Matchmaker, he dumped the blame on his former wife, saying that she caused their split, claiming, "I was looking forward to being with her for the rest of my life. It didn't happen. She made the choice of her career instead of me." Now, after Jennifer tied the knot with Ben Affleck in July 2022, Ojani publicly spoke about her marriage. He said, "I wish her and Ben the best, but I'm not convinced it will last," he told the Daily Mail that month. Jen loves being in love, but she's been engaged 6 times. Ben is husband number 4, I was husband number 1, and she told me I was the love of her life. Then there's Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj and Jennifer Lopez first exchanged jabs during a 2012 American Idol episode when Nicki performed and the latter was working as a judge. Now, after the rapper finished her set, she asked, "I was hoping maybe I could come back and be a guest judge. J.Lo, can you scoot over a bit?" Now, this was awkward. Then J.Lo replied back, "I don't know if there's enough room for the both of us." Now, not letting go, Nicki got fired up and told the Hollywood Reporter backstage she didn't seem to be having it, but she's gonna have it, before trying to smooth things over, saying we were just joking around. Fast forward to 2015, however, and things between the two did not seem to be any better. When J.Lo opened the American Music Awards with a melody of songs that included an excerpt from Nicki's Anaconda, there was one person in the audience who appeared to be totally unimpressed: Nicki herself. Now, as the camera cut to her, her emotionless face undeniably said it all. Now we have Rosie Perez. On the surface, it seems like Rosie Perez and Jennifer, who have known each other for decades as they met in 1991 at an open casting call for In Living Color Fly Girls Dancers, were great friends. But despite having a lot in common, according to Rosie's 2014 memoir, Handbook for an Unpredictable Life, there's no love between them. In the book, Rosie recalled their time working together on the show and took the opportunity to paint J.Lo negatively. "All of the girls were coming into my office complaining how she was manipulating wardrobe, makeup, and me, all to her advantage," she wrote, accusing J.Lo of acting like some ghetto biatch, screaming and pounding her chest. Now, although J.Lo left In Living Color after just 2 seasons, Rosie accused the star of keeping their feud alive long after they parted ways. In the book, she portrayed the singer as being two-faced, saying she made disparaging comments about her in Hollywood, then acted friendly. Moving on to Madonna. Now, their feud all began when Madonna was asked who she thinks is the best female singer in the world, and she said Jennifer Lopez was a good actress, but she couldn't sing. Then in a 1998 interview, Jennifer fired back at Madonna, saying she wasn't a good actor while promoting her film Out of Sight. When asked about Madonna's acting skills, J.Lo didn't hold back. "Do I think she's a great actress? No. Acting is what I do, so I'm harder on people when they say, 'Oh, I can do that, I can act.' I'm like, hey, don't spit on my craft." Now, after the interview was published, J.Lo regretted everything she said about her colleagues and said it was all a joke. However, it was already too late, as Madonna had already read the interview and reportedly felt disrespected. Then there was a New Year's Eve party hosted by Donatella Versace that year, which was attended by J.Lo, Madonna, and Christopher Saccone. Now, Christopher explained that Ingrid Karas, Madonna's close friend, ran into the courtyard during the celebration and shouted, "J.Lo is here and we're not talking to her." Now, he said everyone except for him and Donatella Versace gave Jennifer the cold shoulder. And finally we have Jenna Dewan. Jennifer and Jenna Dewan seem to get along just fine when they both appeared on NBC's World of Dance. Now the reality dance competition, which premiered in 2017, saw J.Lo taking on the role of executive producer and judge, while Jenna acted as a host and mentor. Now the pair, who are both dancers, never showed any signs of animosity on the small screen, but according to OK Magazine, the vibe was very different behind the scenes. Jenna can't stand Jen's over-the-top theatrical fakery, the outlet quotes an unnamed source as saying. Jen never fails to ham it up when the cameras are rolling, and she hijacks the show. It seems she'd prefer if Jenna just stayed in the background. Every situation, even off camera, is micromanaged by J.Lo, and Jenna feels very excluded, the insider concluded. Now this isn't the first time someone has come forward speaking negatively about working with J.Lo, and I'm sure it won't be the last. Well, that's all for our list of the 5 celebrities that really warned us about Jennifer Lopez. Now it seems like J.Lo is one of the most hated people in Hollywood, and it seems like she keeps getting worse.
I know that a lot of people have been talking about, like, oh, she doesn't even drink. What's she doing?
We should have listened. These are celebrities that warned us about Jennifer Lopez. Starting off, we have Mariah Carey. There seems to be a long-standing feud between Mariah Carey and Jennifer Lopez, but no one really ever knew why. Well, that was until Mariah published her memoir, The Meaning of Mariah Carey, in September 2020. She not only revealed the root of her feud with J.Lo, but she made sure to throw shade at her. In the book, Mariah slams her ex-husband, Tommy Mottola, and then chairman and CEO of Sony Music Entertainment, accusing him of trying to ruin her career and getting Jennifer Lopez involved. She said that after she played a new song to Sony after she and Tommy ended their relationship, Sony rushed to make a single for another female entertainer on their label, aka J.Lo. Now things actually got a bit worse and even more obvious, as Mariah had just recently worked on an exciting collab with Ja Rule, who Tommy also convinced to do a song with J.Lo. While J.Lo's I'm Real remix enlisted Ja Rule, Mariah was forced to change her song sample and bring in another rapper for her own remix, choosing Da Brat. J.Lo helped Tommy try to ruin Mariah's career, so I don't blame her for not knowing J.Lo. Next up is Rosie Perez. Rosie Perez met Jennifer in 1991 at an opening casting call for In Living Color's Fly Girl dancers. Now Rosie was the show's famed Fly Girl choreographer and claims that she was the one who convinced the host and creator to pick Jennifer. Now they became friends, but things turned sour. Making her debut in September 1991, J.Lo didn't immediately connect with her fellow dancers. All the girls were coming up to my office complaining how she was manipulating wardrobe, makeup, and me all to her advantage, Rosie wrote in her memoir, saying Jennifer thought the girls were just jealous. And though the singer left the show after 2 seasons to pursue an acting career, Rosie claims that she continued to make disparaging comments about her in Hollywood. After being hurt by the alleged comments, Rosie was surprised when Lopez was friendly to her at a nightclub years later. Jennifer came over to me smiling, saying hello as if nothing ever happened, she said. Moving on to her past classmate. Okay, so she's not a celebrity, but one of J.Lo's former classmates has spoken out against the star. Now, if you didn't know, Jennifer recently released her documentary on Amazon Prime called This Is Me Now, a love story, which gave a behind-the-scenes look into her new album, This Is Me Now, and the accompanying movie, The Greatest Love Story Never Told. Now, some fans who watched the documentary took to social media to call Jen out for her lies. In one scene, Jennifer poses in the mirror of her personal gym as she shakes out her hair and reminisces about her childhood in the Bronx. However, TikTok user Photos by Angela slammed the star in a series of videos as she claimed to have gone to the same Catholic high school as Jennifer and accused her of lying about her experience living in the Bronx. She fired, "We both attended an all-girls high school in an Irish and Italian neighborhood, so you weren't running up and down the block." Then there's Natasha Ramos. J.Lo has long been accused of not actually singing on her albums, and singer Natasha Ramos took to TikTok to shed light on the rumor. Natasha, who has a voice very similar to Jennifer's, was hired to sing a demo of Jenny from the Block. The production team liked her voice so much that they asked her to record 5 more songs for the album This Is Me Then, including the song I'm Glad. Now Natasha received $3,500 and a backup singer's credit. However, she claims that as the original demo demonstrates, it is her voice that appears in the final track. Not only in the choruses, it's also her laugh and her yelling from the Bronx. Jennifer only sings in the verse. Now claiming to be a singer and then not really even singing in your songs is just crazy to me. And finally we have Ben Affleck. Ben said that he was hesitant to rekindle a relationship with Jennifer again in an interview with Howard Howard Stern. Now the pair dated from 2002 to 2004, and the end of their first relationship was partially caused by negative media scrutiny. While reflecting on the separation, Ben admitted to Stern, "I got her and angry and felt like a fool." However, in June 2021, the couple confirmed that they had rekindled their relationship after nearly 2 decades apart. According to Ben, he felt some hesitancy about attempting a relationship with J.Lo again, as he told Stern that he was worried about the impact the high-profile union would have on his 3 children. He knew that all eyes would be on them again, and that J.Lo knew this and used it to her advantage. Well, that's all for our list of celebrities that warned us about Jennifer Lopez. There's been so much hate towards J.Lo so far this year, and it will be interesting to see if people keep up this energy with her.